Hello everyone, this is Ninja. This is episode 7 of the previously unnamed server, multiplayer server of Ultimate Pack. And I've thought of a name. Actually, this is the first name that I thought of, and since then I've thought of maybe 7 different names that I was kind of considering, but in the end I kind of went back to the original, the Blockenpox server. And yeah, it kind of sounds like chicken pox, but Minecraft style. It'd be like I'd imagine if it was a disease you had in Minecraft, it'd be like block-shaped bumps that you get on your skin, or it could be like a mental disease. That the this game kind of is. It's like once you start playing it, you're pretty much hooked. I know there's a couple people who weren't really fond of it, but in the end, it's a name, and it's better to have a name for the server than to have just no name whatsoever. Um, Eventually, hopefully it'll get some name recognition, and I didn't really want the name to be completely, related to my name. Um, like nothing with Ninja like actually in the name. So I've achieved that, and hopefully it's make some people chuckle or something, and maybe it'll stick with people for that reason. And I've got a symbol in mind, and I'll finally do my thumbnails for all my videos. But mainly, even if say my channel doesn't get any success from this server, it's been really fun playing with other people for sure, and totally different experience. I don't think I'll go back to single player. Maybe if I'm trying stuff out, I'll go back. But there's so many things in my single player world that I would actually change based on the things I've learned here already from the other guys. That I would have to go back and spend a lot of time there. And as you guys might know, I don't have a ton of time. That's why I don't make episodes every other day and stuff. I do play every day, but I can't record every day. That's for sure, and um, that's probably a good thing too, because a lot of the stuff I've done is mainly grinding away at like building, gathering resources and building up uh, my energy flow coming in, my EU production and stuff like that. So a lot of that stuff isn't real exciting. I can just kind of do it and come back and explain what I've done, which is kind of what I'm going to do this episode. And also, I want to show you guys some of the stuff the other guys have done here. This is the work of Mountain Sinai. This spawn area, he made this place look really nice, and he built a museum over here that has different artifacts that are kind of rare in the world, like the dragon egg. There's only one of those. I mean, I think there's ways you can duplicate it, but we're not going to do that. And let's see, this is actually the first time I'm seeing what he's done here. Okay, he put the lecterns, and yeah, there's the dragon egg. And I believe this was Koopa Freak. He made this, it's like a hot dog stand right here. Pretty good design. You could definitely tell what it is. So when people come here, he's got some potential business he can sell to right here. Made some improvements to the farm up here. Some of them cosmetic, some not. Some actually increase the production of biofuel that this thing's making. Because I am making use of the biofuel now. I've got 3 high-pressure steam boilers running on biofuel, and I want to make sure at least a few other people can use this at the same time with that same capacity. Say if each of them had 3, high-pressure steam boilers going, I want to make sure this thing can keep up, and so it can expand it in the future when the demand gets higher. But the cosmetic things I did was I just added like the viewer panels to them, so you can see the levels a lot more easy. Before, this was all just like cobblestone, and I had one stripe of a viewer panel so you could see the level. But So just added glass to this. Oh yeah, and I actually brought it down one level because it wasn't at the same level as this one. So I brought it down one level, but that actually got rid of a big portion of the biomass in here. So I had to fill this back up, and I also made a tank of my own at my base of biofuel, and it drained this down, and I was actually testing the speed of like how fast this thing can produce biofuel, and it wasn't very fast. So there was a lot of upgrades I did, and that was this is the main thing right here, the distillation tower. um, and I have the biomass going into biocells, and or the biomass going into cells, and then the cells get fed into here. And they should be actually moving a little quicker than this. I don't know what's going on right now. Oh, I'm out of cells. Okay, so that means all the cells are taken up by biofuel cells, and I think there's 16,000 cells in there, and I didn't add those. I think Grader came on and saw the changes that I made and just added more cells, so we'd have more capacity. And thank you, Grader, if that was you. That's it's definitely very helpful. Oh, 22,000. Okay, so this is actually more than the tank can hold. So so we have a massive capacity of biofuel, and you could always just keep adding more and more cells to that. Um, and yeah, so when this gets lower, it just puts a biofuel cell, drains it out into here, and then you get the empty cell. Empty cell goes into one of these, and that goes into here. And once this gets up to 16, it makes more biofuel. This, I'm not sure if this is fast enough to keep up. Like, say if we get a lot of people using the biofuel, I don't know if this thing can really drain these cells fast enough, so might have to add another one of these. I was also thinking of there may be a way to actually automate this with the Zycraft tank stuff. Like, I know you can put cells in here and fill them up, but I don't know if you can easily extract those. I'll have to just look into that a little bit more. I know there's like an item. There's a block that deals with items like automatically, so I think we might be able to actually replace all of this stuff with just directly with the Zycraft tank. But yeah, I'll be looking into that next. And but for now, this works pretty damn good. This wasn't actually keeping up before with just one of these, so I added two, and now it feeds this thing faster than it can. Like at full speed, this will actually be full of biomass cells. So this just has one overclocker, and I actually added a transformer upgrade to this too, so it's connected directly to the 512 voltage. And these are staying nice and full now, and that's mainly because this thing just isn't running anymore. But these were getting kind of emptied out before I disconnected them from the public power, because Grader's got these high pressure steam boilers here that are burning wood, and this is just going to be the main source of the public power, at least. And I added this water tank. My aqueous accumulator wasn't keeping up with my fermenters upstairs, so I thought, I need to get something more reliable and that's quicker at making water, and that can just give water to all the things here. I still have Grader put aqueous accumulators here, so I'm not going to change that up. I'll just yeah, these are fine. So we'll just leave it the way it is. But for fermenters upstairs, this is definitely keeping up a lot more than the aqueous accumulator was. I think this is actually better than, say, if I had 2 aqueous accumulators there, because it just pumps it out to Tesseract. And if all these things are constantly running, they'll stay full of water. These don't get low at all. And yeah, everything's just idle right now because, you know, everything's full. Next thing I was thinking of adding to the farm is adding a squeezer so we can get the apple juice and maybe supply some of these with apple juice, or maybe make an automated system to where if the apple juice gets to a certain level, it will, you know, use all the rest of the water that's up here, but it'll, you know, power down this Tesseract, and there'll be a Tesseract hooked up to the apple juice that will actually turn on. So it'll use all this up, and then it'll fill all these up with apple juice, and you know, when that's all used up, it'll just switch back to water. But that's not a high priority. I mean, this thing is already working pretty good. I want to get this thing, you know, I want to use all the stuff that this thing is making. And so we have 204,000 apples to be squeezed. So might as well put that to use. Because I know if you use juice instead of water, you get more biomass per sapling or whatever you're burning in here. So so yeah, it's better to use apple juice if you have it. So yeah, that's the next step with this thing. I took away my Tesseract because I'm just using the biofuel now, and that produces a lot more energy. Because if you think about how compact the energy you have is, this is completely not compact at all, and it's you're losing 25% of what you're sending over an energy Tesseract. So this is good when you're starting out because you don't have the capability of making steel right away. But as for an energy Tesseract, I could just give somebody a Tesseract right when they join the server, and as soon as they have the ability to make a quarry, they can run that quarry and get off to a really quick start, you know. I was playing around with hooking this up to the to powering the farms, but I think this is actually enough, and I changed around the design of this a little bit. It just uses a lot less tubes, and it's more compact, and it's more of a constant flow of energy. Right now this isn't demanding that much power, so it's not constant, but if it has a constant demand for energy, it'll generate at a more constant level than if you have the switches here and just 5 outputs. So yeah, you just have 9 outputs passively, you know, supplying the converter, and I think it's a little better. I know some people explained that to me before, but I was trying to do some experimenting and see what the best option was, you know, on my own. So I don't know. It's more of a matter of testing for me. Okay, and this was hooked up to MJ's, or I mean, this was hooked up to EU's before hooked it up to MJ's, because of the distillation tower. I wanted to, you know, make sure that has enough energy when it needs it, and in the future when I need to overclock it, again, it's going to take like 4 times the energy that it's consuming now. So yeah, I just want that dedicated to the distillation tower. Okay, other than that, I made a laser. I made a mining laser. Just for certain tasks, it's a lot quicker at clearing out blocks, you know, than the power tool is. Or what is this called? Yeah. Oh, yeah, power tool. Okay, I got it right. I think they've changed the name on this a few times. Okay, other than that, I've been making wand of equal trade, and that's how I switched out a lot of the blocks here. This was just grass before, and yeah, this wasn't very accessible. We had like little things you could fall down, and get to the different areas that way, but I figured I might as well make something a little more accessible and that's not much of a pain in the butt to kind of get around here. So I made this to where you can get to the tank easily, quickly from up here, and you can either just drop down from right here, or I made a staircase going down this side, kind of winds around a little strange way, but but it gets you down here, and yeah, I don't know, it's a little more accessible now. And if you want to get to the moisteners, yeah, this is it's all kind of originates from this intersection right here. But okay, that's it for the farm. And yeah, I forgot to mention we're gonna have shops right here. People can build up their own shop, and I was kind of thinking maybe bigger plots, but this is cool though. I mean, we'll just have smaller shops where people can put maybe the trade a mat or whatever they want to do. I don't know, whatever system they want to use. Okay, let's get back to my place, and yeah, I was wrong. Episode 5, I talked about having different portal guns, and pretty quickly in the comments, Koopa Freak straightened me out with the portal guns. The bacon gun, actually, if everybody has a bacon gun, we're fine. If other people have matching portal guns, say 2 people have the basic portal gun or the default portal gun, the portals that they make are going to be shared. Like, they're not separate players' portals. Those each gun is using the same portal. So, but if you have a bacon gun, it'll always be different portals in multiplayer. So, well, I'm not sure if you have like a maximum, like say if we had more than like 6 players on, I'm not sure if it would start being an issue or not. But it looks like these are private, and I'm pretty sure. I think you can go into the config file, and you can change the color of the portals, and I think I'm going to do that. I don't really like the pink and green. But alright, let's see how much UU matter I've got, and this is about how much I've got after, say, a night of sleep. And I just come on and make a couple hybrid solar panels, and I'll show you what I'm up to now. And yeah, I've added tanks. This is going to be the rest of my walls. I'm going to make the Zycraft tanks filled up with water. I could always fill them up with some other liquid later, but this is cool. I like that you can kind of see through it still. That's why I picked water for this. Because I think if you put biomass or something like that, it's kind of hard to see through. If not solid. Let's see. I'm up to 10 hybrid solar panels, and yeah, all the rest are just advanced right now. So once this is full of hybrid solar panels, it just starts switching them over to. Switching them to the ultimate hybrid solar panels. And I kind of covered my machines up with blocks here and made it kind of a solid wall, just so it looks a lot less junky, and it's more, you just come up here and focus on the machines instead of all the wiring and all the junk, Okay, next let's go check out my biofuel tank. And this is hooked up to the public farm, so I kind of drained those. I drained that tank down to about half as I was filling this up, and it never really got below half. But it definitely put the system to the test, and I could see like how fast it was going based on this. So if ever the farm gets a little bit slow, say someone just built like 3 of their own. Or say like 2 people at once built 3 of their own high pressure steam boilers running off of biofuel at once, this would start kind of going down a bit, and it would give me some time to kind of notice that and go make adjustments to the farm so it could keep up. So I would encourage other people who are going to use the public biofuel to maybe make a tank like this and just kind of tell me when it's going to happen, so I know why the levels are starting to go down a lot. This would kind of just give everybody their own capacity. So if there is a problem with the farm, they would have a lot of time to make adjustments. And my lava's going down. I gotta move my pump again, I guess. It seems like almost every other day I've got to move my pump. Probably gonna stop using my lava for EU production pretty soon here. I will take a hit in my EU production, but it's not a huge hit anymore because I have a bigger percentage of my EUs being made by solar panels and the biofuel. And let's go check out the biofuel room. I made it down here, and this is the stairway coming up. Like, this is like the front door to my place, like if through this wall right here. And let's see, I've got just to make sure I had enough water to these three things, I added this is the same water that the public farms are running off of. I'll probably get rid of this later and just have it running off of my own water here at my base. Okay, so these three are generating or converting to 144 MJs for each of these. And I have these hooked up to my capacitors, or the redstone energy conduits. And so these were just being powered by the public farms before through energy tesseract. So I took out the tesseract and it's getting charged by this, and once those are fully charged, all the excess just goes to EUs. And it's also powering my applied energistics now too. I had that hooked up to EUs before, I'm pretty sure. Or no, that was hooked up to a tesseract too, that's right, and running off the public power. Okay, this is for tiny piles. I decided to go with these pipes because I had the ME interface hooked up to the back of these before, and I found out that those will fill up my those start to fill up the auto crafting monitor, or the crafting monitor. Like, if it's waiting for tiny piles in there, it'll show it in here. So that kind of annoys me because I like to only see what's going on, and it just kind of gets buried in those tiny piles. So so that's why I took those out. I probably could just put the buses here, but those cost a lot of extra power. Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. I automated my scrap production. This creates the scrap boxes, and I have that on a level emitter up here. So if the scrap boxes get to if they get under a certain amount, it starts putting cobblestone in their recycler, and yeah, it's kind of cool. You could see that in action right there. So that turns on every once in a while, and the scrap automatically gets converted into the scrap boxes. And when the quarry is running and you get a bunch of extra tiny piles from putting this stuff through the grinder, it'll send them here automatically. So all that stuff, yeah, because you never really need anything in the tiny pile form. It's just a waste of space. So good to have that stuff automatically come here. And yeah, this just kind of draws it out automatically. Everything gets put into this chest. I have two of these here because one's not enough. There's only 8 that you can put in here at a time. So it'd be nice if this was more, but so yeah, I just had to put 2 because of that. I added 4 MFSUs since last time, and it's mainly because I accidentally upgraded my blast furnace with 4 overclockers instead of 3, and it kept on saying insufficient energy line even with what was it, 12 MFSUs. I think I'm up to, I've got 18 here now. So this will produce 9,000 EU per tick. Yeah, that's right. I had my matter fabricator right here before, and it was hooked up to the output of these, and now I actually have it hooked up to the input side. So these will stay full, and the matter fabricator will still be running. I have a switch so I can actually turn the output side on too, so I can actually make some UU matter real fast if I need to. It's kind of useless now because it's generating fairly quickly. I mean, even at night it's like maybe 5 seconds for every percentage point. During the day it's about 3 seconds now, which is not too bad. But yeah, that's hooked up directly to the solar panels, and yeah, any extra power input will actually go to the matter fabricator. Unless I turn it off. But yeah, let's make some hybrid solar panels. I have it automated except for the plates right now. And let's just turn this on. This is just an enter. This was the, I'm actually going to get rid of this now, because this is the output of my redstone energy conduits, and that can produce up to I think it's 1600 MJ per tick, so plenty of power there. Okay, so the only thing I haven't really automated, and I'm not sure I really can automate, is the production of iridium plates. So let's go make some right now. I should be able to make, I think maybe, yeah, I think I have enough to make two hybrid solar panels, so that would be 16 iridium that I would need for this. Yeah. Okay, so this is pretty much what I can do each time I get online now is two hybrid solar panels, and that should be kind of getting closer to 3 next time maybe. Yeah, getting kind of close to it. Just put it in the compressor. And I need some diamond dust. Okay, 4 diamond dust. Let's see if the iridium should be done. 16, so I need to grab 16 advanced plates. Just enough. Or wait, this one in here. So yeah, a little bit of work, but compared to the stuff you'd be doing without applied energistics, this is nothing. Just one step in the process you got to do manually. I think you might be able to put an MU interface above this though, and instead of just clicking that last one, it'll just leave the recipe here. I'm not sure if it'll distribute the stuff evenly though across the pattern, so it might end up putting like all your iridium right here or something and all the advanced plates right here. Not really sure about that though. I'd have to actually test it out a bit more, because I think I tested it out one time in creative and that was it. But it was when I was doing a bunch of other stuff too, so I can't really remember the details. Industrial TNT is automatically coming in here, but I have to make sure I make enough for this to keep supplied. So I'll just have to make some more. Let's do that now. Let's make a stack. Why not? So yeah, you'll start to see that amount go up right here. Eventually, I don't know. I'm not gonna wait around right now. Okay, let's get those plates. 4 iridium plates. So, well, actually, we need to grab. First, you gotta grab 2 of the advanced solar panels that you're gonna replace. I'll replace, say, these 2, and then put them in the system, and then you can automatically make a hybrid solar panel. Let's make 2 of them, and let's go check out the crafting monitor. Okay, that's the industrial TNT, so it just takes a little time to compress the iridium and then to make these enriched cerium plates. That's the only real time consuming thing once you've got the iridium plates. So that's it, they're done. So this is pretty much my ritual for when I sign on. Let's make a couple of these, place them up here, and just do other stuff. Oh yeah, there's a couple other things with the public farms that I want to show you real quick here. Let's head back up. Yeah, one thing I had before was I had a igneous extruder hooked up to, I think it was a chest that was up here before. I replaced those chests with the interfaces because the interfaces act like an inventory themselves. So I just put them right here on, or did I have them directly on the back of these things? I don't know. But we've got interfaces instead of the chest now, and because they work as other machines are going to recognize it as a chest because this is like an inventory space here. So yeah, I had my igneous extruder hooked up to that chest, but it was like there was no control over it. So I took it off because we had just a massive amount of cobblestone. Let's see how much we have now. Yeah, 225,000. This is used by the moistener, and this just converts to the mossy cobblestone, which we have 19,000 of at the moment. And so I put a level emitter right underneath here, which is covered by facade, but you can still click on it, and I have it to where if it gets underneath 100,000, it'll start producing more, which I could probably actually reduce this number down big time, but that's fine. That's one thing when I come to these farms that you kind of need to turn off your coin of fortune. So you'll have wheat that's like on a different level. It'll be following you, but you can't really pick up the item because you didn't, it's like actually still up somewhere else. So yeah, you'll just have it following you around forever, and you have these little particle effects following you too. But alright, I think I'm going to call that an end of the episode. I think I've been talking for a little while here, so alright, thanks for watching everyone. I'll see you next time.